the People Podcast of the DMV. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z, PTP.
Yes, it's People to People. I'm excited. Hello everybody. As you know, don't you know how we do. We don't be faking anything when we be doing this. It's Let's Talk About It Wednesday. I'm so excited about the guest that I have here today, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is powerful what's going on. We are like making changes where we are dealing with our health is our wealth. So, excuse me. You know, when I get excited, man, I just keep it real. Sometimes if the camera fall over, I don't edit it. I let you see it. Sometimes we might have to cough or chase a fly because you know that we bring it straight raw to you. So when we bring the information, that's the same thing we're doing. We bringing it straight to you. This is not anything we fabricating. This is not about us for no celebrity status. This is about us sharing information that's important for you to know. So without further ado, let me introduce Miss Lisa Nicole Cloud. How you doing?
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
First of all, it's my honor to be able to sit down with you. I had the opportunity to hear a little bit about what you're doing, and then to be able to sit in the presentation and see some of the things, and actually to taste some of the product, which I'm sure you'll talk about. I was just blown away. One of the things that I'm really excited about is helping other people. So that's my target. But we're not going to make this about me. I need to have you two just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and some things that you would like to share coming out, so that people know you got some good information for them.
Well, thank you. I love empowering people. I love helping people to see the power of their dreams and how to not just survive, but how to thrive as an entrepreneur. And I've been an entrepreneur for, more than 20 plus years, 23 years to be exact. And I'm passionate. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have 7 companies. But the one that I just love sharing with people is Envision You, because I can help a person who is an ordinary person who wants to live an extraordinary life and really make significant income. I can show them how to do it without having to have a lot of capital and without having to have a lot of knowledge and expertise, because we train you and mentor you and teach you what we've done to create our success. And so I've helped 26 people to become documented millionaires in the direct sales industry. And I'm really excited now that not only am I helping people to become successful entrepreneurs, but I'm teaching them how to create wealth, right? Because teaching people how to make money is one thing. Teaching you how to turn it into wealth is something totally different. So we have a vehicle to teach people solid wealth strategies. But then the other thing that I'm passionate about, I went to undergraduate at Emory. I was a pre-med major. I spent years in the pharmaceutical sales industry, and now I own an integrative and functional medicine practice with my husband, Dr. Darren Noggle. So I'm passionate about teaching people that your health is also your wealth. You can make a lot of money, but if you're not around to enjoy the fruits of your labor, then it's all in vain. And so just as hard as you work to grow your wealth for your family, you got to be equally committed to have great health so you can be around to enjoy it with your family. And so those are the 2 areas that we are now most focused on, and we are having some unbelievable results. So, we can talk a little bit about each of those areas, but it's huge right now what's happening.
So basically, with you giving this information, how long have you been really doing this?
So I've been in the direct sales industry for 20 plus years, right? I had an opportunity to build with one company for about 20 years, and I made millions. And I took that money because a lot of businesses fail because they're undercapitalized. So I took the residual income that I made from direct sales and I invested in starting other businesses. So this is why I get super passionate about showing entrepreneurs. I can't tell you how many times I'm asked to coach and mentor an entrepreneur, and they're struggling to get their business making money, and it's mostly because they don't have the capital and the resources to invest in marketing or to invest in buying more inventory and products. So I love this industry because it gives you mentorship on how to be a successful entrepreneur. It gives you mentorship once you start making money. How can you invest your money so that it can compound and turn into wealth? And then it also will help you to live a healthier life. So the last company I was with them for 20 years. I made a lot of money. I helped 26 people become millionaires. And then I was building my traditional businesses because everything runs in cycles, right? And then someone came to me about Envision You. And I'll be honest, the first thing I said to them was, no, I don't have any more time. My plate is full. I cannot add anything else to my already full plate, which is how most entrepreneurs feel, because most of the time they're making money from linear efforts. So if they work, they get paid. But if they don't work or their business is not producing customers or revenue, it's feast or famine, right? And so I missed residual income. Even though I have very successful businesses, there's nothing more powerful than residual income, right? Whether you get out of bed or not, you got a check that's going to hit your bank account every week. And so when I saw this program, I got excited because it's a viable program that people can make real money in, and it's products and services that people need and want.
Yes.
They want these products and they really need them because they solve issues that a lot of people are suffering with. And whenever you have a business that solves problems for people, you're going to build a thriving business. And so I just love what our founders, Mr. David Emanitier and Mr. Yvonne Tapia, have put together, because it is a strong vehicle for anyone who's looking for another stream of income, who's looking to better themselves and have better health, and who's looking to grow their wealth. It is amazing.
I had the opportunity to sit in last night, and I was just extremely excited. One of the things that I can tell you, I'm not the type of person. I always like to test the water a little bit. You can go to a swimming pool with me.
Mm-hmm.
I stick my foot in there because I want to feel the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just like to want to
You
dive
don't like
in.
to jump right in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did last night after meeting you and listening to the whole understanding of the product, I was like, man, I was blown. And I started to immediately think how important it is to have this product. Because we're in a time coming out of the pandemic where people are now conscious about their health.
Absolutely.
And as you said, your health is your wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can be wealthy and be crippled, blind and crazy, and ain't nothing you can do with it. But if you're healthy and you're wealthy, and then you can come out and start making this is something that other people can start to enjoy as well. This also becomes a blessing from God. That's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it that we put ourselves in positions that we shouldn't be starving, and there's no reason for your neighbor to starve too if it's an opportunity for them to move forward.
I tell people all the time, a blessing isn't a blessing unless you share it and pass it on.
Yeah.
And I also believe that when you bless people, you get blessed in the process. And so you're right, coming out of the pandemic, everybody became even more aware about why they needed to take better care of themselves, because the people who unfortunately didn't survive the pandemic, a lot of them had comorbidities. They had, hypertension, diabetes, elevated cholesterol, cardiovascular disease. They were obese. It was these comorbidities that didn't allow them to survive, right? And so now, everything you hear, I don't know if you watch and follow the news as it relates to healthcare, but the hot topic today is weight loss.
Yes.
Everybody is trying to lose weight. You turn on the news, they're talking about the weight loss shots. You turn on the news and, and it's because obesity exacerbates other conditions, right? When you are obese, there is a much higher risk of having hypertension, diabetes, elevated cholesterol, cardiovascular disease. And guess how many people in this world are obese? 1.9 billion people in the world. That's almost 20% of the world's population are obese. And that condition alone shortens your lifespan. And so what I love is that we have a number of products, but one of them is weight loss. And I believe and we do a lot of weight loss in my integrative medicine practice. When you help people lose weight, you also help their mortality, because these conditions that so many people suffer from, these chronic diseases, you can alleviate them. A lot of people think that just because grandma had diabetes, you're destined to have diabetes. That's not true. Diabetes is reversible. Elevated cholesterol is reversible. Hypertension is reversible. You just got to modify your lifestyle. You got to eat better. You got to put better things into your body. And so we have a product that if people take it, they won't crave sugar. They won't crave carbohydrates, which is what a lot of people are addicted to. They won't be hungry. Some people just eat because it's a nervous habit. They're not necessarily hungry, but they're just eating because that's what they think their body needs. Well, if you're not hungry, and if you can turn off that brain center, that center in your brain that says, feed me, feed me, feed me, you'll lose weight. And so we literally are helping people to lose weight even if they're not exercising. People are dropping 10, 15, 20 pounds in 4 or 5 months, and all they did was take these products, and the products taste good. And so I get excited because when I can help people lose weight, I can help people be healthier. That's just one product that we have. And their vitamin sprays, I brought some with me. Their vitamin sprays, hold on, what I do with it here. Let me see, I reached into my bag. So they're these sublingual sprays.
Like this right here.
Yes, you keep it on you already, thank you. There are sublingual sprays. You spray them under your tongue, and within minutes, you can feel the effects of the product. So this one that you just passed to me is called Dreaming. Anybody that has problems sleeping, you can try this spray, and within minutes, you're out. Now, keep in mind that there are so many people that suffer from sleep issues, right? 1 out of 4 people have insomnia, chronic insomnia, and sleep deprivation. So you're solving a real problem. And it's not like these pharmaceutical meds that are out there. They sedate you. Sometimes you feel like you can't even wake up. You get addicted to them. You can't take them with certain kind of other medications because of the potential for interactions. So this is all natural. I want you guys to hear me. All natural. It is so much better to put natural ingredients in your body that come from the earth. And I'm not saying pharmaceutical meds are bad, because they do help people. But I can tell you that pharmaceutical medicines treat the symptoms. They do not get to the root cause of the disease. But there are natural products that come from the earth that can actually get to the root cause of different diseases and cure people. And unfortunately, I come from healthcare, but the money is in the treatment, not in the cure. And so a lot of times modern medicine isn't going to tell you what natural remedies you can take to cure disease. And I'm not saying that we're talking about that either, because these are not products that we can say that about. But what I can tell you is the testimonials are very, very strong, right? The testimonials of people that take this Dreaming spray speak for themselves. If you take a sublingual spray and in 10 minutes you fall asleep and you get some of the best sleep you've ever had, well, that's a personal testimonial that speaks for itself. We also have a product that can help people to relax. Do you know how many people reach for a glass of wine at the end of a stressful day, or a can of beer at the end of a stressful day, just to kind of help them unwind and decompress? Well, you take too much of that, then it's going to trigger other problems, right? But if you take an all-natural product that's designed to just calm you down, relax you, mellow you out, so you're not feeling all nervous and high strung and anxious all the time, that's going to help somebody. And we have a product like that called Calm. We also have another product that will help people to burn more fat, right? Boost your metabolism. As we age, our metabolism slows down. That's why so oftentimes you'll still be eating the same things you ate 10 years ago. But when you get to age 50 and age 60, it's like the pounds come on and you're like, why? It's because your metabolism slowed down. So you're not burning fat at the same rate you used to burn fat. And so these are real products that are, all natural. They're manufactured in an FDA approved laboratory. That laboratory is a GMP certified laboratory. They're gluten free, they're allergen free, they don't use fillers. And so I just, as an integrative and functional medicine, owner of a clinic like that, I just love products that are good for the body, right? And these are just a few of the products that we have. We also just came out with a juice. And when I tell how many people now understand the power of juicing and getting the raw nutrients from fruit, from vegetables, from plants, and what it can do for the body, right? And so we came out with this juice called the Live. And when I tell you, people are raving about this product. Women who have menopausal symptoms or perimenopausal symptoms alleviated. There are men who also suffer from hormone imbalances. A lot of times men have low testosterone levels, so they feel moody, they feel depressed sometimes, their sexual drive is low, their sexual function is reduced. Men are walking around here giving testimonials that they feel like they felt 15 years ago, right? And so, this product is also, the juice is also helping people to lose weight. The juice is also helping people with just energy like nobody's business. How many people feel sluggish and tired and they need something to give them a picker-upper? So again, I love these products because they're all natural. The ingredients come from the earth, and the juice tastes good, and the sprays taste good. They do not taste like medicine, and they work.
And I had the opportunity to taste the Live last night, and I was really surprised.
Right.
Because it was something like I might have wanted to. You don't need to drink a lot of it, but I almost could have drunk me a whole glass of it because of the taste. So it wasn't something that it would felt like a medicine or anything.
And that's the thing. A lot of times when you drink juice or products like that have ingredients like spirulina or aloe vera gel or chlorella, right? They can have a bitter taste to them, and so it can taste like medicine. But this product tastes really good. You only need 2 teaspoons a day, and it'll totally help you feel amazing. But people love it so much that they're wanting to drink it like, but the thing about natural ingredients is you can't really overdose on it, right? And when you don't, when the body is deficient in these ingredients, when it gets into the body wants more. When you start putting good, healthy ingredients in the body, it doesn't want fried foods. It doesn't want sugar. It doesn't want breads. It wants vegetables. It wants healthy things for the body. And it just naturally happens when you detox yourself of the bad things that we eat so much of. And I got to tell you guys, the thing that is killing people, in my opinion, is the fact that we are eating really, really bad. The foods that we are putting into our body are processed. The foods are fried. The foods are not organic, right? You don't know the effects of GMO products, right? It hasn't been extensively studied, the long-term effects of genetically modifying a product, right? So you gotta understand, if you don't eat good, you are not gonna live a long, healthy life. Right? And so I just love these ingredients. People love them. We had a testimonial last night, and the ingredients in the product also help with inflammation, right? It and you'll see the ingredients, and it definitely takes the inflammation in the body down, right? So this one woman had gotten into a really horrible car accident. She had all kinds of metal rods. You heard her give
Yes,
the testimonial,
yes.
right? And so when she heard the doctor at our convention talk about the ingredients that were in the product and what the natural benefits are of these all natural ingredients, she got excited and she started drinking the juice. This was a woman that was walking on a cane, that was taking a lot of pain meds to deal with the pain, was having to get a lot of steroid injections to alleviate herself of pain. She started drinking the juice. She was walking around that meeting. She was like, I'm not using my cane. I'm not in pain. I've gotten rid of a lot of the pain prescription medications I was taking. And this was after only 2 weeks of drinking the juice. So I just get excited when I hear testimonials like that. Again, I'm not making any medical claims about this juice. I'm just telling you what other people have said are the benefits that they're experiencing. I know my husband, he's an ER doctor. His shifts are always changing, right? So because his shifts are always changing, his circadian rhythm is off. He has to take the dreaming spray because if you're used to, coming home at 2 in the morning, then next week you got to get up at 8 in the morning to go in and work your shift. You are tired. Your body is tired every night. Lisa, where's my dreaming? Where's my dreaming? 10 minutes, he's out. And he's in one of those sleeps where he's snoring and his mouth is wide open. You know you're in a good sleep when your mouth is wide open, right? And he wakes up, he said, Lisa, I didn't feel so sleepy and sluggish that I couldn't wake up. I felt very rested when I woke up. And it's because this dreaming product, it has GABA in it, it has valerian root, it has melatonin in it. And when you put those 3 ingredients together, amazing results. So I just love the products. Now here's the thing, when you have great products that people fall in love with, they keep coming back wanting more and more and more. Why? Because we solved a real problem. We help people to lose weight. We help people to sleep better. We help people to have more energy. We help people to see better. We help people to not be stressed out. There's another product that we have. I gotta just tell you about this product. It's called Forever Young. I didn't realize how good this product was until they told us that it has NMN in it. Everybody should look up NMN because in the medical world, NMN is like this miracle molecule. It has and it's a natural ingredient, right? But what happens is it can reverse the effects of aging. So they're studying NMN for dementia, for Alzheimer's. People who are high-level performing executives take NMN so they can have more clarity and better cognitive function. Inflammation in the body. So as we age, our bones start to ache and our knees start to hurt. NMN, inflammation gone, aches and pains alleviated, and this Forever Young product that we have, we're the only company to have this formulation, can help in those areas. So again, when you have real products that people really need, that solve real problems, you're going to build a thriving business.
Well, what I would like to bring to our audience attention is this. We are in a day and time that you have to go back and be realistic with reality. Many, many years ago, we go to our elders, our ancestors, and they used to grow their stuff in the backyard.
Absolutely.
Okay? And they lived a long, healthy life.
They lived long lives.
But then in the process of that, we start processing, and we already know it. Now, I remember recalling one time when I looked at 2 of my sons, and I was like, okay, my father was shorter than me. Why my boys are so big? That came from what they were putting in the foods.
Absolutely.
So we talking about if they make a chicken grow fast and you eat that chicken, guess what? It's in your body. So when it's products like this, we now getting to a point where we're actually going back to what God intended. We use natural things to start to generate our body to rebuild. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people don't know this. When you put the proper things in your body and you get the proper sleep, your body can almost heal any situation.
Yes.
God has already designed the body to do that.
Absolutely.
So when I was listening to the presentation last night, and I was listening, and then when I taste that live, I was like, I leaned over to my wife. I was like, hey, they got something here. So I was kind of feeling a little excited. And I was like, because I got invited in and I was told about it, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm coming over because I'm gonna keep it real. I was trying to come meet you.
Oh, okay.
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 But in the process of this, I got blessed. Let me say, you saw I pulled this out of my pocket, right? She couldn't find it in her purse, but I had it. That's because I believe. I haven't even had a chance to try it yet. And the only reason I didn't use it last night is because I had a lot of work to do. But I was listening to the testimonies in there, and those individuals were speaking highly of the product. Now, tonight, I am going to use it. I'm going to do that.
You're going to get some of the best sleep you've had in a long time.
And the good thing is again, what's being brought back to the table is natural things that's going to help us. We as individuals, and I don't want to put it on any particular race, but certain individuals, we age at a certain level. Now, if you are an alcoholic, a drug abuser, I'm talking if you're not sleeping properly and things like that, I don't care what race you are, you're not going to look right. Right? But you got to start putting the proper things in your body.
You do.
Me personally, I've in the last couple of weeks, I've lost close to 8-9 pounds. That's because I have started to pay attention to what I'm consuming. I'm watching when I eat, the times I eat, and so forth. So hearing about the alive last night, I got excited again. Now I got another product to bring to the table that's going to be of some natural things that I can put in my body. I promise you, and I'm going to tell y'all this, y'all already know I keep it real. Y'all already know on people to people, you know how we are. I'm not going to fabricate anything. So if for some reason I grow an extra leg out the side of my neck,
he gonna tell y'all.
I'm gonna come.
I know it.
I'm gonna come tell you. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do. If it comes down to it, I'm going to put myself in a position where, you know what, I am going to show you by example. We have some questions, Lady Z.
Yes, coming from Rachel Pope. She says, do you have anything for long haul COVID or nerves for tremors?
Yes. So long haul, okay, let me just say this, okay? These products are nutraceutical products, right? So it means that we don't have to do an FDA clinical trial. But we have done a clinical trial with these products, but it's not a requirement because they're natural products and they don't have an extensive side effect profile, right? So I can't say, well, this one is indicated to treat this because these are not clinically studied drugs, okay? So I want to just put that out there. But what I can tell you is that long haul COVID has a lot to do with inflammation in the body, right? And so a lot of people with long haul COVID, they're experiencing memory. Like, I don't know if they call it foggy brain, right? COVID brain, right? And it has to do with the fact that you can't remember things. You'll be in the middle. You'll know somebody very well and you'll be staring at them and you'll be like, what is their name? That's a symptom of long haul COVID. Cardiovascular issues, but it all comes down to inflammation in the body, right? And so any type of product that can deal with inflammation is going to help you in that area. So I would definitely recommend that they try the Alive Juice, and I would definitely recommend that they try the Forever Young product.
Well, again, I can tell you that we as people who want to live, pay attention to these things. And I'm a spiritual man, so I always go back to God in everything that I do. When we're talking about natural things that's in this product,
right?
This is another thing. Somebody told me a long time ago, I used to didn't want to go to the doctors. I used to didn't like doctors. But then this one female doctor, she said, Mr. Grimes, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. She said, why you don't like doctors? I said, because everything you give me is either let's try this or let's try that, or, it's just to cover up the situation. And so she said, but you said you believe in God. I said, yes, I do. She said, well, guess what? God made doctors for certain reasons. It's for certain medicines, right? Okay. So I start to get it. I got that.
Start to have a little more confidence.
A little more confidence. But what
you have a praying doctor.
Yes.
Masking.
That's it.
Not a doctor,
Doctor
with a
with the
God
God.
complex,
Right.
but a doctor that understands that their gift comes from the good Lord above. And
Yes.
they ask their gift to be used to heal people.
So in that, I started to go back and I said, okay, you know what? Okay, let's start to try to use some of these things to begin with. But the reason why I was going there with this is because one of the things that I always went after is the natural things. Again, we're going back to.
And let me tell you about this, right? So modern medicine for years has primarily focused on treating symptoms and managing diseases that had come about. Ancient medicine used natural herbal products to treat disease, right? And so now there has been a new specialty that is really starting to gain a lot of popularity, and more people are wanting this type of medicine, and it's called integrative and functional medicine, right? And what it does is, instead of looking at the symptoms that a person has, okay, their blood pressure is high, their blood sugar levels are high, it will figure out what the issue is, and then look at the total body as a whole and all the systems that work together to get to the root cause. And then those doctors actually treat the root causes. Primary care doctors have to see a lot of patients. They have to manage a patient's health, but they don't have the time necessarily to do all the exploration, to manage someone losing weight. You know how much time it takes to manage a person and make sure they're eating the right. Primary care can't do that. But that's not what their specialty is about. Their specialty is about managing your health so that it doesn't progress and get worse. So this new specialty, which doctors are getting fellowships in, my husband did a fellowship in integrative and functional medicine. It is for people like you who don't want to keep taking pill after pill after pill and not curing their illness, but just treating their symptoms. How many seniors do you know that got 20, 30 pills that they're taking and their health is not improving?
Yeah.
So now more and more people are wanting to take a more natural, holistic approach to their health and try to really get to the root cause. And that's why there's been a resurgence of nutraceutical kind of products that really do come from the earth, that are all natural, that don't have a side effect profile, right? You notice when they give a commercial on a pharmaceutical medication, they'll tell you the benefits, but right after they tell you the benefits, they got to tell you this drug has been shown to do this in certain patients. They got to tell you the risk. Well, that's because those drugs are manufactured in a laboratory, and like you said, you don't know what the hormones that they're injecting into the cow so that the cow will produce more milk is going to do in our body.
Yeah.
You don't know what, giving chickens hormones so that their thighs are thicker. I'm going to tell you, the bodies of young girls today are far more developed than when I was coming up, right?
Yeah.
It's because of the hormones that we are eating that are coming from what they injected into the animals.
Yes. And that's one of the things that I can honestly say, as I've in my earlier years in the music business, I was looking at the young females, because I have daughters myself, and I was like, man, this is kind of scary, because I didn't remember my cousins when I was coming up being so developed. But as I looked at the girls, I was also looking at the young guys, and these guys is like coming out, and I mean, they getting big, and I mean big boys, and we got to realize that it was a lot of what was being put in is what you're eating. So when we talk about your health is your wealth, let's get it understood. Your health is important. Your health is your wealth. I don't care how much money you have. Let me tell you something. God bless his soul, but I know Jamie Foxx right now probably is one of the gentlemen that can verify this. Money can't buy everything.
When you're on your deathbed, you're
Right.
not praying for more money. You're praying for your life,
Right.
for your health. And so that's important. People got to understand that your health is absolutely your
important.
wealth.
And on top of that, I would tell people this, and this is something that was shared with me today that I really want to bring to the forefront. What would you do if a person came up with a product that can help you enjoy another good day of your life. I'm not talking about next year. I'm talking about right now, right? This is another reason why I'm interested in the product.
Yeah.
Because, see, I'm 63 years old. I want to be here another 35, 40 years. Okay? And I want to be, at that time, I want to be able to move around and still do things. So what I start to do is I'm paying attention to products like this. I'm going to go ahead and admit, guess what? I'm waiting for mine's in the mail.
But
Okay.
you got some samples to use.
Yes. But what I'm letting y'all know is this. Don't take it as if you promise next
Tomorrow.
year or tomorrow.
We've seen a lot of people go out of here that we were not expecting them to go out of here.
And that's where you come in with products like this. And this is what's really, really, really profound right now. When we have these opportunities, this is people to people. You know, with Rodney Grimes, I'm trying to tell you, this is what this podcast is all about. We are bringing information to you that's real. We're bringing truth to you. Lisa, I'm just amazed that you took the time, because you're already financially settled. You didn't have to take on another product.
No.
But for you to take on a product that's helping people meant something about you as a person. And when I say that, meaning, you know, we talking about people starting to say, I'm blessed, but I'm gonna help bless other people.
You know, at this juncture in my life, I feel like God has blessed me abundantly. And you get to a place in your life where it's not so much about the money anymore, it's about impacting lives, right?
Okay.
And when I met David Imanitie and I met Yvonne Tapia, that's what they're about right now. They've made millions, you know, they've had $1 million days. But for them, they want to impact the lives of 1 billion people. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially, right? And so my spirit really aligned with them, because that's kind of what I feel like right now. I don't want to do anything that's not going to make an impact at this point, you know? Even when I launched my laboratory, right? When the pandemic hit, I was sitting there listening to what the media was saying. The narrative that the media was putting out there was that, in the beginning, that COVID did not affect people of color.
Yeah.
That was the narrative. But then, very shortly thereafter, it was determined that we were the ones that were dying. Our mortality was much higher with the pandemic. And so I felt like, okay, what can I do to make a difference? And so I acquired a laboratory. We were one of the first labs in Georgia to deploy mobile testing sites so that people could have a trusted face to know that, no, we're not putting something up your nose, you know, because we're not trusting of the healthcare system. We didn't know what was going on with the pandemic, and that their results were going to really, you know, be what their results are. So we opened a laboratory. We did thousands and thousands of tests during the pandemic, and you know, it was because, not that I had to do it, but I wanted to figure out, what could I do to make a difference? What could I do? What was my part that I could do to help solve the situation we were in? And so that's where I'm at this point in my life. What can I do to make a difference in the lives of other people? Because I've been so richly blessed. And when I saw this company, I saw a vehicle to bless a lot of people, not only from the side of health, but Rodney, we haven't even talked about the side of wealth, right? This company also has a digital education platform. And the digital education platform is designed to educate people who have a business-minded spirit, where they want to be an entrepreneur, they want to be mentored, they want to learn what it takes to go to the next level, where they can be educated on the newest trends. Because let me tell you, people of color, we come to the party late. By the time we hear about an opportunity, it's years down the line. You weren't sitting in the room when they were talking about launching Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg wasn't talking to us. He was talking to his peers. When Bill Gates started talking about launching Microsoft, and Steve Jobs started talking about launching Apple, we weren't part of the conversation. And this company, Envision U, is going to be one of the largest digital learning education platforms in the world. And the whole purpose is to educate people about new trends. So let me tell you some of the trends that are happening right now that our community doesn't understand. We don't understand, or not a lot of us, let me not say everybody, but a lot of us are hearing every day on the news about technology. We're hearing about AI technology. We're hearing about the Metaverse. We're hearing about NFTs. We're hearing about cryptocurrency, Forex trading. Now, if I go to most people, they don't know, they've heard of it, but they don't understand it. And because they don't understand it, they aren't able to monetize it. Well, this platform has a course that is teaching people right now how to position themselves to capitalize on the Web3 economy. You see, technology, you cannot stop it. You got two choices when a new technology hits. You either educate yourself and adopt to it, or you ignore it like it's not happening and you get left behind. Those are your two choices with technology. And so I became extremely excited because I've made a lot of money in the technology space when I discovered that I could start teaching people how they could, well, I don't have to teach it, the platform. I could just direct people to go to this platform, learn about the Metaverse. Let me tell you something. If you don't remember anything else I said, the next millionaires and billionaires are coming from the Web3 economy. And that means the people who understand what's happening with the Metaverse, the people who understand what an NFT is, the people who understand blockchain technology, those are going to be the next wave of millionaires and billionaires. Now, most people don't even understand what the Metaverse is. The idea of going into a virtual reality world and actually transacting life in this world, it seems foreign to people. But right now, there are people that are buying real estate right now in the Metaverse, buying a digital asset piece of real estate. And do you know, as more traffic starts coming to the Metaverse, those properties are appreciating and they're flipping real estate in the Metaverse, just like if they bought a piece of property in DC and flipped it. All because they're buying property in the Metaverse early. I'm here to tell you guys, Mark Zuckerberg has bet everything on Meta. You just heard last week that Apple is launching their new glasses for facial, I forget they're not calling it like Oculus. This is how it works. You put on these goggles or these glasses, and when you stare into something that's in the Metaverse, it's not in 2D, it's in 3D. So if I were watching a pastor preach a sermon and I had on those goggles or those glasses, it would look like I was sitting in the sanctuary. It would look like I could reach out and touch the person sitting beside me, and I'm hearing that pastor preach his sermon. Mark my word, in a couple of years, every pastor is going to be using and preaching have a church in the Metaverse. When you go to your doctors, it's only going to be a matter of time where you're not going to even have to leave your house, and a doctor is going to be able to treat you just because they could scan your face. There is technology coming right now where you can do a facial scan. I can be in my office. I can know what your blood pressure is. I can know what your hemoglobin A1C levels are. I can know what your pulse levels are. I can know what your parasympathetic system, if it's stressed or not, all from a facial scan. So what does that mean for medicine? That means a doctor is going to be able to have a practice in the Metaverse where patients book virtual appointments. They put on their Oculus glasses or their Apple glasses, and it's going to feel like they're sitting right there with the doctor, and they're sitting in their living room. That's all coming. And so either you recognize where you're sitting at the beginning of it and you get yourself positioned to make money. You have to know that the wealthiest people in this world know what's getting ready to happen with technology. Look how fast AI technology hit the market. It wasn't 4 months ago when no one knew what a chat GPT is. Now you can't imagine doing anything without running it through chat GPT. If you're an entrepreneur and you are not using AI technology, you're taking a huge loss. Because AI, I can literally tell AI, I'm doing a podcast on business and this is going to be my guest. Tell me the questions I need to interview and ask this guest. And it'll spit out all the questions you should ask me as Lisa Nicole Cloud in 30 seconds.
This is amazing.
This is where technology is going. And that's just one course on the platform.
We have another question, Lady Z.
Yes. Just what do you have for the nervous system in the brain?
What do I have for the nervous system in the brain? You know, I would have to ask the doctor. What I can tell you is that memory is associated with the brain. And I can tell you that Forever Young, the NMN ingredient, has been shown to have benefit in cognitive function. It will help with memory. It's been studied. Go and look it up right now. NMN. It has been shown to help with dementia. It's been shown to help with Alzheimer's. It's been shown to help with cognitive function so that you have much more clarity. So, you know, off the top of my head, that's the one product that I think of when it comes to brain function.
I'm sitting here like I'm just overwhelmed, more so excited and thankful to be able to sit here with you and get this knowledge and this opportunity to be able to share this information with people to people. One of the things that I like to do for young people, take these opportunities and use them to move in a direction to take care of your future. When I say that, see, we didn't have no problems taking and putting guns and drugs in our hand. But when we talk about a product that's going to help you, that not only is going to help you with your health, but you can make money off of it. Come on, let's think smart. Let's don't that we you know, if we're going to be real, as I honestly say, let's keep it. A lot of Black Americans, we have a tendency to not go and check into the information that we get. Here is a product that you need to check into. Go find out about it. Put yourself in a position where you'll be able to become an entrepreneur in it. Because when it's like this at the level that it's at, tomorrow it's going to be up here. And if you sleep on it, you're going to be sure.
Timing is everything in business. This company, okay, so we were talking about the learning platform, and we'll come back to that. But this company only launched in January, okay? So in 5 months, the company has signed up more than 30,000 distributors and customers. 30,000 in 5 months, all via word of mouth. The company has done over 16 million in revenue, but they paid people like you and me who were business-minded entrepreneurs over $9 million in commissions to go out and share these products with people. We all know that word of mouth works, right? We all do it every single day, but we usually don't get paid for it. When you told everybody to follow you on Facebook, they didn't pay you. They told you to go have your friends follow you, and you became popular, but you didn't monetize it. Well, this company will pay you for every person you refer that takes one of these products and uses it, or that takes a course and empowers themselves and learns about technology. We have a course on real estate. How about it teaches you how to break into real estate even if you don't have cash and even if you don't have credit through the Airbnb business model. We have a course on how to break into the transportation industry. These are multi-hundred-billion-dollar industries that very few of us participate in because the knowledge was not shared. And we also have courses on digital marketing. So that platform is designed to teach entrepreneurs about the newest emerging wealth trends that you can start businesses in that will be viable businesses and thrive. So if anyone likes what they're hearing, one, they can get in touch with you because you are now a business partner
You
and
already
distributor, right? So
That's
you can
right.
definitely reach out to Rodney. But if you just want to see for yourself, go to www.moreincomeforme.info. Moreincomeforme.info. And Rodney, anybody that goes there, because there's a little video on that page to kind of give them more information about the opportunity, then I'll make sure you get that information so that they would be part of your team. But moreincomeforme.info, and that'll give you just a little bit of information about the program, about the courses, about the health and wellness products, because we are the health and wealth company. Those are the two areas that we focus on. I mean, I could spend hours talking about this because as an entrepreneur, I have always been blessed to be at the beginning of big trends. I don't know, God, I always find myself at the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and God just kind of orders my steps. And I believe that's what happened in this situation. I was not looking for an opportunity, but God just kind of connected me with people who want to empower other people, and it now has put me in a position to share this with people and make sure we are not to the party late again.
This is this happened goes to my slogan, and this is going to be one of my pitches as I move forward and share this information. You remember that you heard this on People to People, but it's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. That's my slogan. Now let me tell you how this is going to play a factor. People to people, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to share it with you, right? Power to power, the power that you're going to possess from understanding changing your wealth, your health, I mean everything around you is going to give you the power to be able to live a healthy life. And then when you start to live in a healthy life, what do you become? You become a positive thinking person. So I'm telling you, this is not by mistake. This is part of my travel to moving into a whole different arena. I keep it real. If you hang with a drug dealer, you're going to become either a drug user or a drug dealer. And if you don't become one of those, when they come bust them, you're going to go to jail on association. Follow me where I'm going with this. So, when you got individuals like Lisa coming to you and sharing this information, guess what? You start to move in a direction where you start to become a blessing for other people and for yourself. You start to find out about things that's moving. Some of the information that you shared with me just in this short time has motivated me to keep moving forward. I know that the People to People podcast is a purpose. It just became another part of the purpose of processing this information. So I just really, really appreciate you taking the time. I know you have a real busy schedule. Let me tell you something, I'm feeling pumped up because that's what I'm going to be talking about this as I move forward. Y'all going to be seeing me pushing the product. You're going to see me, check this out, I'm going to be an example. I'm going to be able to try all of them. I sampled the Alive last night, and let me tell you what happened. So when I was in there and I sampled it, I sat down and I couldn't stop thinking about it. Now, see, I'm the type of person, if something tastes good, I want more. As soon as I taste that, I was like, man, I wanted to go back up. You ever been in Costco?
Want to go get another sample?
You go into Costco and you walk around and you get the sample, and then you just walk back around again. After a while, the person started looking at you. So I was thinking while they was doing the sample last night, I said, you know what? I looked over at my wife, I said, don't go back up there. So I was just saying, that's how good it was. It was very good.
It was very good.
Lisa, we basically running out of time. I want to tell you, thank you so much for, first of all, just taking out the time to come and share this information on the People to People podcast.
My pleasure.
I tell you, I'm trying to set her up a little bit because I did tell you that I wanted to invite you to the networking event that we got coming up.
Yes.
I wanted to be able to tell people about this product.
Yes.
And to see individuals who are living testimonies about it. I can tell that you're a very, very smart lady, and I want to be around smart people. I want to be around those people. I don't want to be anybody that's gonna cause my life to go in the down.
Right.
I want to
People
go.
are not adding to your life, but subtracting from your life. You need a new circle, right? And I want to just say this. You are the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's a fact. So, if you are spending time with people that are helping you to grow, you're going to become more successful. But if you are the most successful person in your circle, then everybody in your circle is pulling from you. They're using your inspiration to try to better themselves. So you gotta realize that if you want to go to the next level, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you gotta surround yourself with people who are gonna speak life into you, who are gonna share, who are gonna mentor you and teach you what they did to create their success. A person can only take you as far as they've taken themselves.
Yeah.
So you cannot go talk to someone that's making $50,000 a year and expect them to have a strategy to get you to $1 million a year. They don't know how to do it, because if they knew how to do it, they would be a millionaire.
Right.
So you have to start surrounding yourself with people who will help you to grow.
Yes.
If you are not growing, you are dying.
Yeah.
And so I just encourage people who are listening, who are looking to go to that next level, to start looking at people who are living the life that you desire and start emulating their success strategies. Because success is not a hard thing to figure out. Success leaves clues. All you have to do is study successful people and duplicate their strategy in your own Rodney kind of way, you
How
know?
about that?
Right? And so I just love this business, because if I bless you and I share with you everything that I know and I help you have success, you win and I win. That's not how it works in corporate America. Your boss is not going to teach you everything they know, because they're afraid that if they teach you everything they know, that you're going to become the boss. But in direct sales, the more I help people succeed, the more I win too. And so when I talk about this being one of the most fulfilling businesses I've ever done, I love it. I love watching people start to believe in their dreams again, because they're making money again. They're growing personal development wise, you know. It's just an amazing industry. David Emanitier and Mr. Yvonne Tapia, they're not just top leaders from a company. They have been at the top of this industry for years. For years. Last year, Yvonne Tapia was the second highest earning individual in the direct sales industry in the world. In the world, the second highest earning individual in the world. And he's teaching you what he did. David Emanitier, for the last decade, has been one of the top earning individuals in the entire industry. And he's speaking to you and teaching people what he did to create his success. I've been one of the top producing individuals in the industry. You know, I've made a lot of money in this industry, but I've also helped 26 people to become millionaires in this space. It's one thing to make money yourself, but when you can turn around and duplicate that for other people, that's a different skill set. And so I believe in systems and teaching the masses how to be successful in this industry. And so if you guys were intrigued by anything that was talked about today, then I want you to either reach out to Rodney or reach out to me. If you're following me on my social media page, just send me a DM. Reach out to Rodney, send him a message, and we'll get you the information for sure.
Well, I can tell you, for everybody just tuning in, remember to tune in with People to People. We on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's Motivation Monday. Let's Talk About It Wednesday. And we have Date Night Friday. Today is Let's Talk About It Wednesday. What did we talk about? Health is your wealth.
That's right.
Right? That's what we talked about. We talked about a product and about different things that could change your life. And that's what's really, really what this is all about. Lisa, again, thank you so much. Everybody that's out there, remember, you know what? It's not just about me. It's not just about you, but it's all about us. And I'm going to tell you something. When we start to come and become a blessing for others, man, life becomes so beautiful. So again, I thank you. I thank everyone who invited me out to come into the program last night. I was so excited about that, and I can't wait to go home and try this tonight because I'm not going home and work all night on no projects. I'm going home and test this product here.
And you're gonna get some of the best sleep you've ever had. Absolutely reach out to Rodney because he can get you these products like, you know, you can put your order in, and I'm telling you all, you are going to love these sprays. And they're not expensive. For a little more than $1 a day, you're getting all these great healthy ingredients in your body.
And that's what I'm talking about. We're going to be growing together. So let me tell you something. Hey, I'm hanging out. Look, I don't want Lisa to tell her husband, say, it's this man just come down and move down where we at, and he followed me to the grocery store. I just want to be everywhere and say, hey, Lisa, look, I'm trying to go where you going. I'm trying to be a positive influence in the community, and I want people to continue to be something that's going to be a blessing for everyone. Everyone, y'all have a blessed time, and remember, we love you. Thank you, Lisa, so much for just joining me. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. I tell you, I'm really excited about this. So.